hump day. That's what day it is, yo. What's going on? How's everybody? Hope you guys are ready to talk a lot of X-Men, because there's a lot of X-Men stuff to talk about. There's a lot to talk about. Between rumors and the show, or this last episode, I should more specifically than just the show. But, y'all. Yeah. I can't do that Josh shit. But, yeah. Much to discuss we have. So, smash it a like. And if you haven't subscribed, do that shiz too. And we shall begin in a wee bit. What up? How is everybody on this Wednesday evening? This fine evening of the day that is the hump in the middle of this week. If only it meant automatic nookie. Of course, dudes would like anything, any day that ended in Y to mean that, so that really doesn't mean that much, honestly. Via sluts. That's what I'm saying, men are sluts. Okay. How is everybody? Alan, what's going on? Brooke, Brady, how you doing? Good to see you. It's been a minute. Quest is up in here. Griff, nice to see everybody. It is good to see you. The first day. The first day was the usual pre-employment shite. Videos and forms and that kind of crap, and then I get a whole lot of more of that tomorrow. But once it gets rolling into the actual work, it actually should be pretty cool. So I'm looking forwards to it. But I mean, it's all paid training, so I am earning the monies. I am earning the monies. God damn, itching my back. Fucking. God damn it. Yes, the famous back itch followed by the almost 50-year-old shoulder going. Yeah. Try and reach that spot on your back again, motherfucker. It'll really hurt. My shoulder says that to me a lot. If it's not a spot on my back, it might just simply be lifting my arm the right wrong way, as they would say. Wrong right way? Right wrong way? Exact wrong way. That is the phrase. Well, I have a, small tear in my rotator cuff. That's how it works. Ryan Newsom just subscribed. Nice. Thank you, Ryan Newsom. Back to 185. Yeah. Thank you very much, Ryan. I appreciate you very, very much. And so does the rest of the community, because 15 more of Ryan, or, like-minded Ryans and people like yourselves in the chat and stuff, or lurking. Once I get 200 of those subs, we're having another celebration stream, and I'm giving away another gift card. So, you guys do some sharing and stuff. Are you sick of my finger yet? Was the intro music new, or am I always late? I do not have set intro music. I just go through the Harris Heller albums on the Spotify until I find one that matches what the vibe in my head, and then I play that one. I'm actually finally starting to get my lazy ass to put together a list of liked songs, because I don't necessarily like every song that is on each album. So this is actually what I'm rolling now is the very beginnings of that liked song list. It's got like 10 songs from one album, and then one song from another, and one song from another, because those two have been just kind of sitting there because I've been lazy as fuck. And those other 10 I just put on tonight off the album I was thinking about just playing. But I'm like, you know what? I'm just going to start hitting the like button and making that list, and then playing it on shuffle. So, yeah, it will be shifting fairly often. The music, at least, well, however often Spotify changes the way it shuffles songs is how often it will change once I get my liked list going. Ugh. Yeah. Yeah. So what's going on with you guys? Anything fun? How's your the first part of your week gone? Well, I know Brady's at work. He said, yeah, tuning in from work. So, yeah, just don't get in trouble. I'm not worth having the boss build a temporary home in your keister. Pretty slow at work. Yeah, well, from what I remember you saying, work can get awful hectic for you, so enjoy it right now, bro. Because if I remember some of the stuff you've told me before, when it rains, it pours. So enjoy your mini drought. Probably watched the new Deadpool trailer like 8 times already. Yeah, I've watched it a few. Yeah, I am very much looking forward to that movie. I am not 100% confident in its ability to make $1 billion because there's a lot of outside factors, but I really hope it does, because that'll mean we haven't lost all the normies yet, because you don't get to $1 billion without the normies. That's just the facts. Quest says, I'm looking forward to Friday, hoping they drop a full trailer for Romulus to celebrate Alien Day. Dude, that would be sick. If they drop a trailer for Romulus before my stream Saturday night, that's definitely going to end up being part of the stream, because that little teaser they dropped, what, was a couple weeks ago now? Give or take? That little teaser was fucking fire. So, yeah, give me a full trailer. Brooke says, going to try to organize a big friend meetup to see the Deadpool film when it releases. Yeah, the first Romulus trailer does look dope. Yeah. Yeah, dude, you should. Be like, hey. We need to tell Marvel what the good Marvel is by buying tickets to this shit. So, yeah, do that. Romulus will be a day one event for you, Griff? Nice. Yeah, that one's definitely got to be seen in the theater, for sure. Excuse me. Brooke also started watching a few vids on the 3 Body Problem series books from this channel called Quinn's Ideas. Interesting. Yeah. Oh, one thing I forgot to mention, guys. I finally remembered to put the links to both my Discord and my TwitX in the description this time. Like the full links with the HTTPS and all that shit on it. So they should work. If you have not yet checked that shizzle out, please do so. That'd be pretty cute. You seen those vids, Griff? Very interesting takes. Nice. I have to watch that show and or read the books. I have done neither. I also need to watch Shogun. Quest says, I don't really want a full trailer. Hope they don't give too much away. I mean, yeah, that's valid. That teaser was perfect, and I am hyped as a result. Yeah. I mean, I don't want like a 3-minute trailer, but like, you know, give me a good 90 seconds of awesome. That'll be dope. Wow, people just don't like chit chat. I lost half my viewers already. Oh well. We're here to fucking hang out, and this is what hanging out be about. I had no intention of rhyming right there. That just happened. But I liked it. Brooke says, yeah, 3 Body Problem has the Netflix series, which is 8 episodes, nice, and 10-cent Chinese version, 30 episodes, which you can find on YouTube. The Dark Forest, Book 2 is wild. Nice. Want to see more of a xenomorph in the new Romulus trailer? Honestly, I don't. For a longer trailer, I would like to see just like... I want to see a little bit of the characters beyond them like running and or getting dead or face hugged. You know, like having a conversation. Would be interesting. You know, just a little bit of the interpersonal vibe would be cool. Maybe 1 or 2 story hints, just enough to have a little speculation with. That's it. That's all I want. Just enough character and story info to have some fun with. You hope to see a recovered big chap from the first film? Yeah. You talking about the big ass engineer or one of those big ass engineers that were like what was in the chair or on the walls or what have you? That'd be cool. Yeah, the 3 Body series is on the Prime, huh? Or the 10-cent version is on Prime? Wow. Prime's model's starting to annoy me, though. Like, they're putting ads in everything. And I'm not giving them more money. They can suck my booty. But they'll need to use scented chapstick. Oh, the original Alien, the big chap. Oh, okay. Yeah, that'd be dope. Yeah, the OG Xenomorph. Yeah, this beat goes. I like it. I like it a lot. And that's just hearing it from the headphone from my desk. Oh, no, it went up right. Brady says, I'm still watching Invincible Season 2, the second half, and yeah, the ads get old fast. I know, bro. What episode are you on in the second half? I actually finished all of Invincible. It's believed that we see his mouth in the teaser. Oh. Sweet. Tell you what, Quest, you hop on a plane, fly your ass the fuck over here, and like grant me a knowledge. You got your passport, right? Yeah. The guy that's in charge of that movie sounds like he's very much into the lore. So it would seem to me like just from the look of the teaser, how respectful he was of like everything that's come before. It would not surprise me to see like some really dope ass Easter eggs thrown in there. You know, because this is set between 1 and 2, right? Ripley and the cat are still floating around in space. Passport, sod that. I'll steal the plane and fly there myself. Nice. The Lizard League just clapped the weak half of the Guardians in this most recent episode. Okay, yeah. That was probably 6. Yeah, because there's 8 episodes, right? They did 1 through 4 and then 5 through 8. Yeah, so I think, that actually might still only be 5. But yeah, that's when they're, yeah, I remember that. I still don't know how dude survived getting shot in the fucking head, though. That was wild. That was wild. I was like, damn. I mean, that show has proved they're not scared to kill anybody. So I'm like, all right, well, there goes another one. Said, oh yeah, the Aliens EU is pretty awesome. Some of the first audiobooks I bought with Audible. Oh. Yeah, that's a lore I have not done like a deep dive on. Excuse me. Yeah, there's a lore I have not done a deep dive on at all. Not that I haven't wanted to or don't think it wouldn't, I think it'd be awesome. I just haven't fucking done it. Yeah, got back up and fought again. Yeah, it's crazy. I'm looking forward to season 3 though. I mean, season 2 was really good. Not quite as good as season 1. It was a step or two back. Small steps. Not big, just small steps. But, definitely not quite as good. Brick says, I liked watching some vids on the lore between Prometheus and Covenant. Still horrifying what happened to Dr. Shaw in between those films. Yeah, she got fucked up pretty hard. The book Alien Phalanx shares a lot of similarities with the Prey movie. Ooh. Yeah, I actually still haven't watched that. That's one we got to watch, babe. Prey. Where it's that Predator movie that was strictly on Amazon, where he came in the Native American times. Yeah, we got to watch that motherfucker. I think that'd be a good way for the Predator franchise to move on, though. Just, like, start dropping them in dope historical times, like drop a Predator in like feudal Japan. Or, well, in AVP, they already dropped him in South American culture, so pseudo South American culture. But yeah, drop one in fucking feudal Japan. Maybe drop one in the Middle East, in the middle of the Islamic takeover of that region, or during a crusade, even. That'd be sweet. Prey's on Disney Plus now. Oh, that's right, because it was on Hulu. Ha, wait, or maybe that's just over on you. I'd have to check over here. God damn it. Everything's on fucking Disney Plus over there for you, Quest. Or it's on that other thing. The name of which I can't fucking remember. Michael Fassbender was really good in his role in Prometheus and Co. Yes, he was. But I'm kind of a Michael Fassbender stan anyway. Like, he's awesome in the younger cast X-Men movies. He's awesome in, Inglourious Bastards. He was awesome in those movies. I've yet to see a Michael Fassbender, at least I've yet to see any of his performances that haven't been awesome, so. Aliens vs. Predator vs. the Terminator is a published comic. Heh. There's a Wolverine versus Predator one out there, right? I'm pretty sure. Kinda sure. Brooke says the original Predator film with Arnold Schwarzenegger was pretty good, yes. Arnold, get to the chopper! I am the governor of California. It's on Disney Plus if you have a Hulu subscription. Yeah. Oh, that reminds me. All of a sudden, ESPN Plus started working for me again randomly the other day. Babe. ESPN Plus just randomly started working for me again the other day when I wanted to watch something. Yeah, I don't know what the fuck. Star. Oh, okay. Yeah. All right. Are we ready to talk some X-Men? I'm ready to talk some X-Men. Now, chat. Do we want to talk about this episode first, or do we want to talk rumors first? Where do you guys want to begin? Because that's literally all we're talking about is the rumors and what they could mean and the episode, and that's it. It's an X-Men Wednesday, folks. Predator was better than good. It is and always shall be awesome. I mean, yes. Batman vs. Predator is a great book if you ever get a chance to read it. Batman got his ass whooped. Well, yeah. Predator is going to whoop a lot of people. Especially if their only superpower is, I'm rich. I mean, don't get me wrong. Having, like, a gazillion dollars would be handy in a lot of circumstances, but, you know. When you got a, 7 foot tall, 300 and some odd pound of all muscle alien in your face with, like, advanced tracking technology and weaponry, you're pretty well fucked. Yeah, you pushing too many pencils. Right. The episode was just insane. Really like some of the rogue scenes, but in general, just like how the show is progressing, Brooke says, and I agree. Alright, well, no one else said shit. Brooke brought up the episode, so we'll start with the episode. First of all, again, holy shit, what a fucking awesome episode. What a fucking awesome episode that was. La da 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 da. I thought I had my reference material up, and I did not. Shocker. Yes, the episode entitled Bright Eyes. Are you muted or are you not still? No, good, you're still muted. Ha! All right. Yes, intro. All right. Yada, yada, yada. Skippy. Okay. Much as I love the beginning music, and you all know how much I love the beginning music. Because YouTube's a bunch of kicks. We're going to do it this way. So, of course, we begin with the funeral of Gambit. With Nightcrawler actually dropping a fairly awesome eulogy, if you think about it. And, of course, you know, they were missing Rogue. Rogue, however, had other plans. Oh, wow. There we go. Because I've done this before. Rogue had other plans than being at a funeral. Yeah. She's a little angry. So she's going after this here top secret military facility with a vengeance. Breaking stuff, slamming stuff. Oh, hey, look, guys. It's Thunderbolt Ross with mustache intact. I like that they just kind of randomly tossed him in here, too. I think that's pretty dope. So she gets in. Hold on. Of course, she wants to know where people are. I think Gyrick. And, of course, the president is not going to help look for any more survivors in Genosha because it's an election year. And, you know, mutant paranoia is high. Oh, there it is. Perfect. That line popped right up. Sorry, son. Just unfortunate optics. Thanks, guy. I'm wondering why Jean's hair is back down. Because y'all remember when it was down in the beginning, that was significant saying because, you know, that was one of the hints that was Madeline Pryor. But now we know Madeline Pryor got splooked in episode 5. Does this mean that Jean is trying subtle little things to bring Scott back her way, maybe? Or is this just... very little has happened in this show that hasn't had some kind of meeting. These writers are like that. Not a bad thing. But I just found it curious that they had her hair down. I think it ends up later. But they had it down. So they go off to Genosha, going to be like, all right, fuck the government. We'll handle this shiz ourselves anyway. It's really cool to see how Cyclops is constantly being tested to his emotional limits in this episode. Yeah, he's not the only one showing hints of the dark side, as we shall see shortly. Well, a little more than shortly, because we got Rogue coming up to this cabin. Oh, hey, look who's here. It's Steve Rogers. They have themselves a little talk. He shows her this facility. OZT. No one in the show knows what that stands for. It's Operation Zero Tolerance, if you were not aware. That will be confirmed later somehow or other. So, talking about Gyrex in Mexico. Cap's not going to go with her, so she's like, you don't need your shield, and chucks it somewhere into the mountains over in this area here. And then she's off to Mexico. Back to Genosha, more cleanup. Sunspot? Yeah. Sunspot's talking about, as usual, hiding stuff from his mom. Rogue is pretty scary when she is upset, not going to lie, especially given the power she possesses. Yes, an angry Rogue is definitely a terrifying prospect. That is for sure. Because, I mean, if you think about it, with her actual power set, she holds back a lot. Like, she could wreak so much more havoc if she really, really wanted to. Because think about it. She literally has Carol Danvers' Captain Marvel powers that she absorbed. Well, at least in the MCU, Carol Danvers' powers came from the Tesseract. I'm not exactly sure where they came from in the comics. Griff says, if this season finishes like I think it will, the MCU will have a lot of work to do as far as introducing the X-Men in live action. Yeah, they will. They definitely will. Although we're going to be discussing one way, and that at least the rumored way that's going to be happening, unless you're talking about the post-Fox crew. But we'll get there. So he's still scared to come out. Jubilee's like, I will go with you, because people are going to need to know. I don't remember exactly. Oh yes, Beast and the reporter here. I wish I could remember exactly what she says, but she says something that pisses Beast right the fuck off. And I know there is a Dark Beast turn in the comics. So far we've seen hints of the Cyclops that goes all Magneto and ends up killing Xavier. And now we've got hints of Dark Beast. Whether they get to it or not, by the time this show is, by the time you're just done making this show, they are setting up some seriously intense shit. Or at least offering the potential for some seriously intense shit. Have we seen Negasonic Teenage Warhead and Yukio yet? No. What up, Lou? Welcome in, sir. No. Well, they're definitely in Deadpool, though. At least for a minute at the beginning. So, of course, here we have Rogue's arrival in Mexico City. At the holding facility where Gyrick is at. Not my exact idea of a holding facility. Unless you're fucking El Chapo or Pablo Escobar or some shit. No, he gets to play with his bugs and live all luxurious and crap. And evidently he got himself a little something to protect himself from being probed by Jean again. Pause. But, of course. Rogue's a little angry. So, she ain't having that shit. She's like, ooh, boom. And that there in and of itself was pretty fucking wild. Brooke says, oh man, when Beast started losing his temper, I was so surprised. From the original series, Beast always was the best at keeping his emotions in check, relatively speaking. I mean, true. True that. Murr! Hey bro, no Rob tonight. He's working till 9 my time. Good damn. Who fucked up what? So, after Rogue bypasses Gyric's protections. We kick back to the torn land of Genosha. Ooh, we got a few more people in here. Just in general, welcome everybody. Did you all hit like on your way in? If you have not subscribed, will you please hit subscribe and the notification bell, pretty please? Also in the link, or also in the links, the descriptions. In the description, I actually finally fucking remembered to put the links to my Discord and my TwitX. And they'll both work because I typed them in fully this time too. So check those out while you're at it. They are in the description of this stream. So, oh yes, back to Genosha, where Jean is getting, because of the violence of the whole situation, there's a lot of psychic impressions left that are, frankly, painful for her. And of course, they have to have another moment. I mean, it's not like their relationship is easy. And Jean discovered somebody. Scott gets all excited. Holy crap. Is it Madeline? No. It is an Emma Frost, who evidently only just now got the ability to become Diamond. Griff says, I'm still not clear on what she did when she touched him. Why did she pass out? I think while the protections were there to block telepathy, I don't think they were there specifically to block Rogue's absorption ability. However, they were put there by Bastion. So it would not surprise me to find that they reacted negatively to any kind of mutant energy being passed through the body of Henry Gyrick. Yeah, so I think it was the shock of all the shit Gyrick actually knew, plus the shock of whatever Bastion put into Gyrick to keep people from getting information out of him. And of course, we get this horrific pun. Because diamonds are created from pressure. Always done well under pressure. Alright. Done with that shit. Sorry. And of course, Scott's sad because it's not Madeline. I mean, justifiably so. But they found themselves a Bolivar Trask. Or no, Bolivar Trask found them, actually. So evidently they're off to see him from there. And meanwhile, Jubilee and Sunspot are off to see Sunspot's parents. And they're insanely fucking rich with like butlers and all that crap. And turns out she already had suspicions. Like, I love this line right here. Oops. Baby, 4 of our homes have caught fire mysteriously since you turned 16. See, I loved this part. She seemed all super dope and understanding. Like, hey, how are you, Little Miss Excellent? But because of the shareholders, they still can't really acknowledge in public that he's a mutant. All her understanding goes straight out the window when it comes to the family business. Well, technically her husband's business, but yeah. And of course, Nightcrawler coming in with the emotional assist, as is his wont, as someone who would have been more than happy to go into the priesthood had he not been born basically looking like a blue demon. Traditional looking demon. They don't actually have pointy tails and pointy ears and shit, but you know what I mean. And here it is. Yeah, Gyrick survived. Bastion. Oh. Evidently, he is displeased with Gyrick. Because he's just going to go ahead and smother him now. Now we are off to see Bolivar Trask. And look at all the fancy shiz they got in here. All these super advanced. Cybernetics, look at this. Sentinels. Oh, Bolivar's on a ledge. Wolverine's like, damn it. Alright, here we go. They've been placing dominoes. That's a little ominous, you know? I'm just going to let them explain the story because it's a lot more fun, but we're just going to have to do it in, like, you know, little herky-jerky, like, because fucking YouTube and their copyright. Alright, damn it. Hurry up, you motherfuckers. I want to get to this very significant part coming up here. Oh, I know. I know where he got the access, and we'll be getting into that shortly. You know what? Why don't I fucking pause the music so we can actually hear the fucking this too? Honestly, I'll get better at this, I promise. Rogue just dropped that motherfucker. Oh, you don't have anything more to tell me? See ya. I mean, do I blame her? Hell no. Was I expecting it? Also, hell no. I mean, don't get me. They've done a lot of awesomely dark shit in this series so far, but that I did not see coming at all. I mean, that says it all right there. Doesn't it? That there says it all. That expression. And of course, they all just filled their pants because, like myself, none of them were expecting Rogue to drop that motherfucker. Well, I mean, Wolverine might have been surprised, but he's definitely he would definitely he's definitely the most understanding, obviously, as he has taken more than a few lives himself. Oh yes, Rogue explaining herself, and then what in the actual fook? Did anybody know where the hell that voice was coming from before they showed us? Did you have any idea that it would be what it was? Because I was like, what? And come on. All right. You know what, you uncooperative motherfucker. Oh, yeah, we get the body horror, which is awesome. I thought that was pretty cool. So, yeah, Gyrick obviously wasn't the only one that Bastion was playing around with. Rogue drops Bolivar Trask off a building, and he turns into a highly destructive form of a sentinel upon his death. Almost like Bastion was expecting that shit. Right? Yeah, I didn't know who the hell it was, Brooke. I was just like, what the? I thought, well, actually, I take that back. I thought it might have been Trask, but I just thought Trask was, wired somehow or something was rigged to blow up when his heart stopped. They've that trope's been used a couple times. I thought maybe something like that, but not this. I mean, don't get me wrong. This is fucking dope. This is a cool fucking idea. I like it a lot. So of course they have to battle that guy and save a bunch of people. Like literally chucks the top part of a building into the river, which makes me wonder exactly how much of that's just her and the natural progression of her abilities, or is there still a little leftover Phoenix that's going to be fucked with later? Because they keep showing Dark Phoenix in the opening credits, and so far, outside of the end melee scene or whatever, most of the hints that they've thrown in the opening credits have ended up being in the show somehow or other. So, yes, more fighting of the whatchamahooter Sentinel, Trask Sentinel. I gotta say, I love this. Don't ask me why, but I just love how this face is rendered and the details and shit. It's just dope. Probably because it's very comic like. And Cable comes in and eliminates that guy, eliminates them for him because he was, let's face it, the Trash Sentinel was fucking them up bad. Cable shows up. They realize who he is. And here we go. Sinister arguing with Bastion. Never seen this version of a Sentinel before, nor have I. I thought that was pretty dope, though. So these two are arguing, of course, because, that's what villains do. then, of course, he finds out that Charles is alive. He's like, hey, X-Men have been lying a lot. But he's like, but I have too. And look, folks, Magneto lives. I mean, it sucks that they're actually keeping Gambit dead at least for a bit until they fix this one way or another. Because you know they're gonna. They're not gonna leave Gambit and all the mutants dead. They'll somehow or other Cable. There'll be some timey-wimey shit involved, and then it'll all be fixed because that's how it works in comics. So that was a lot of fucking reveals. By the way, do we all understand exactly who Bastion is? At least on a basic level? As I recall it, and have myself recently learned, Bastion is the combination of Master Mold and the advanced Sentinel known as Nimrod in a humanoid form. But he's basically the, like I said, those two, like the Master Mold and Nimrod combined into one super intelligent, super strong, mutant-hating machine. That's the super compressed super compressed version of who Bastion is. We saw him in some of Forge's pictures earlier, like, you know, parts of him. That much of his face, shit like that. So he's been around for a while and been working on the DL with the government. Creating all kinds of, well, obviously Sentinels and control collars, like were used when Genosha was a slave island, and the weapon that took Storm's powers, and all kinds of fun shit like that. Griff says, with the darkness we're starting to see in Rogue, they may throw Apocalypse into the mix and make Gambit and Rogue horsemen. Yeah. That would be cool. Especially, I don't know if they're going to do it with Rogue, but who the hell was talking? Was it Josh I was talking about or somebody else? I was watching someone's fucking stream or video or replay or something, and they were talking about it'd be sick if Apocalypse brought Gambit back as was it Rob when he was talking with was that Rob's theory when he was talking with Josh yesterday? Is that what I'm remembering that from? He thinks Gambit's going to end up being Death, the Horseman Death. I think that would be sick. He's actually not dead either. There's just a lot of fucking around like what Bastion did with Magneto. That'd be cool. All I know is this. There's 3 episodes left, and it's basically a 3-part finale. So we got a little, just under 90 minutes of fucking awesomeness coming to us over the next 3 weeks, folks. And I am hyped about it. I am so fucking hyped about it. The show is so good. Like, literally every IP needs to take lessons from this show. And story construction, pacing, just all kinds of shit. It's a thing of beauty. Might even be the best shit Marvel's put out since Infinity War. If it's not fucking cats. If that's not exactly it, it's pretty damn close, at least in my opinion. Remember from last week that showed Gambit and Charles Vision as a horseman? Did it actually show him as a horseman? I know it showed him with a skull face. Maybe that was him as the horseman named Death. And hell will follow with him, riding on his pale horse. This kid's show from our childhood has no business being this good, says Griff. Well, you know what? I don't care. Not as a horseman, but maybe foreshadowing. Yeah, probably that. And either way, it was still a dope-ass scene, though, wasn't it, Brooke? Still a dope-ass scene, no matter which way it ends up going. I don't care if it has no business being this good, Griff. I am so thrilled it is this good because we've needed it badly. Badly. We've needed good content, and frankly, we've needed X-Men. Like how they have taken this long to to give us X-Men in any way, shape, or form since they bought Fox is fucking insane to me. But this first dose of X-Men, damn fucking good meal of this. Oh, yes, baby. Yes, 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 yes. Yeah. Any further thoughts on this episode? I'm good on it. But I am also quite happy to engage in your guys' ideas and thoughts and whatnot. It's that time. Anybody? Turn the music back on. Doop. Cool. All right. In that case, I am going to go grab myself a pop and whatnot, and I will be back super soon. Please don't leave, because we have a couple humongous, super fun rumors to talk about and speculate on what they will mean going forward. So don't leave. I will not be long. I promise. Please don't leave. If you're bored, hit the like button and the subscribe button and the notification bell. Yeah. Hello again. Glad they're doing a season 2 of X-Men 97 as well. Oh, hell yeah. 3-part finale definitely should be bangers. Hell yeah. I just hope they hire Bo DeMeo back in time to write season 3. That's what I want. And that's all I want. Not true. All right. So I have 2 rumors for you. One has to do with the nature of the Wolverine that we are getting in Deadpool and Wolverine. And the other has to do with the X-Men movie itself. Is that a Daredevil can't? No. That's just standard Diet Coke. They're not even doing the Marvel on the Diet Cokes. It's just the regular Cokes and the Coke Zeros, I think. Excuse me. I hate those half-assed, half-stuck fucking burps. Blah. Yeah, so let's begin with the Daredevil and Wolverine one. So it seems that the version of Logan/Wolverine we are getting in Deadpool of Wolverine is going to be the worst form of him in the entire multiverse. Like all his bad traits are going to be his strongest traits. He's going to be a drunk. He's going to be ultra angry. He's going to be ineffective, much less effective at combat than most of the other versions of him. Just basically the shittiest version of Wolverine. Like, take the animated Wolverine and then have him be put together by, like, Wish. That's what we're getting pretty much. A very mentally busted down Wolverine, whose inadequacies probably led to the destruction of his universe. There's that one part in the trailer where, it's got that weird darky greeny background and all those gravestone things are / sentinel landing ship looking things, whatever the hell that is. It's being surmised to be all his dead compatriots, which would make sense. AliExpress, Logan, yeah. Or AliExpress? AliExpress. Yeah. So, that's going to be on his mind. And probably Cassandra Nova's going to be fucking with him a lot. Because, she's Xavier's brother. She's a telepath. She knows these things. She knows. And the other things they showed her in she's going to be a badass. She's going to be vicious and ruthless and a badass. And I'm probably going to hate her and love her all at the same time. Kind of reminded you of the Canadian border from Logan? Yeah. A little bit. Well, that one scene where it looks like he's sitting at a campfire with someone, allegedly that's X-23 that he's talking to, where he's like, I'm no hero, kid. And, of course, that would follow, especially if, like, this is true and he's, like, a completely shit-tastic version of Logan. Because he definitely wouldn't see himself as a hero after, the massive failure we're surmising he is. And that occurred in his universe. I mean, Deadpool in the trailer is like, was that your attitude? What, do you tell him to go fuck himself? And he's like, was that your attitude when your world went to shit? So, Yeah, it would appear we're getting a very crappy version of Wolverine in this movie. But, like Josh said, that also sets him up for potentially a dope-ass arc that hopefully, please, will take, 3 to 5 movies. What can I say? I'm greedy. I don't care how old Hugh Jackman is. Give me Hugh Jackman Wolverine. Give me more. More. I want more. I need more. Where it says, oh, yeah, it's interesting. This is the worst Wolverine in all the multiverse. Feel like the film could be... Yes, definitely. But I don't want him going on, I just want him to go on enough of a redemption arc to be functional. I still want him to be, Rob says, glad I'm seeing the stream. My 16-hour day in a... Jesus fuck, dude. Shoot somebody. Well, I mean, don't go that far, but holy crap, bro. That's insane. Mur didn't think you'd be out for another almost 2 hours. Excuse me. But, yeah, so... Supposedly, this version of Wolverine is going to be the most drug out, drunk out, dragged out, fucked up version of Wolverine in the entire multiverse. So, yeah, kind of did shoot someone. Shooting people is illegal pretty much everywhere, Quest. So explain, please. Type quickly. What do you guys think? Are you down with that kind of Wolverine being portrayed? Because let's face it, Disney's been establishing a history of taking characters we fucking love and turning them into bitches. Oh, the 16-hour days? I'm still not moving there. Too much rain. Damn it. Yeah. All right. Well, what the fuck was I talking about? Oh, right. What do you guys think about that, though? I mean, outside of the fact that Disney seems to, again, want to take our favorite characters and make them into worthless piles of wet tissue. A guy told me that I don't have the authority to suspend him because, quote, my boss is the only one who can. He learned. I'm salaried and an officer in the firm. Happens. Yeah. So how long is he suspended for? And what'd he do? I mean, you probably can't tell me what he did, but how long is he suspended for? I mean, did a whole building collapse or something? What'd he do? What'd he do? What'd he do? Chat wants to know, don't you, chat? We all want to know. Why'd you have to drop the hammer on him? A week? Okay, so it probably didn't wreck a whole building then. No call, no show. Ooh, yeah, you don't want to do that shit. 4th time in 4 months. He's lucky he's got a fucking job. I mean, being constantly tardy or, like, you know, having a lot of personal problems and having to call in late or not being able to be there is one thing, but no call, no show, that's a whole nother motherfucking thing. That's some bullshit. That just flat says, yeah, I don't give a fuck about you or my job at all. Not even worth my time to let you know I'm not going to be there. Yeah, fuck all that. Fuck all that. The owner has a special project. This kid was key for a while. Oh. He just sleeps in, lazy kid. I take it you're not going to need him for the next week. Enjoy your sleeping in time, kid. That bullshit be stopping. Free healthcare, 28 days paid holiday every year, paid for being off sick. Who would want to move here? Well, people that love rain would want to move there. People that don't want to live the soggy life don't. And I know you get sun like a few times a year, right? A couple days here, a couple days there. Well, we need to finish stuff, but lazy and arrogant is worth me working 4 straight days to prove a point. Yeah. Yeah. I suppose. I suppose. Weather isn't that bad here. I know. I'm making stereotypical jokes, Quest. Just go with it. Damn it. Yeah, that's another thing you Brits are famous for is being fucking downers. Fucking up my joke. All right. So that's the rumor about Sir Wolverine, a.k.a. Logan, a.k.a. Weapon X. Damn it, I can't remember his birth name. Howlett? Howlett. Last name Howlett. James? James Howlett? Is it James Howlett? Is it James Howlett? I think it might be James Howlett. So yeah, the shittiest version available. Sorry, it's that stiff upper lip you have. Well, I mean, if you guys weren't so busy sniffing up your nose at the rest of the world, your lip would probably uncurl. What do you say? Yeah. That's why y'all look like this. Too busy sniffing in superiority. What do you say? Bloody gauche. Yeah, as long as Disney doesn't do what they tend to do with our favorite characters, this actually could be a dope-ass arc for him. It's going to be interesting. Because another point that I think it was Josh brought up is just for Hugh Jackman himself, he finally gets to play Wolverine differently than he has been since, like, forever. 2000. Isn't that when the first X-Men movie came out? 2000? Something like that? So yeah, he's been playing the same character for almost 2.5, going on 2.5 decades now. And now he finally gets to play him, well, frankly, more angry, which I'm a big fan of, because angry Wolverine is always an awesome Wolverine. But yeah, just a rock bottom Logan. It's going to be very interesting to see. Hopefully they do it well. I mean, it looks like they probably did it well, but I still think it's going to be pretty fucking interesting to see, you know? So that's all I got on that. But got one more thing though. And this rumor is about the actual X-Men movie itself. One part of it is that this movie is going to come out between Avengers 5 and 6. The biggest part of it is that this movie will take place in the universe that we saw in the mid-credit scene in the Marvels. The one Monica Rambeau, a.k.a. Photon, ended up in after sealing the breach caused by Dar-Ben. Or is it Dar-Ben? Yeah, no, whatever that bitch's name was. Where she woke up to find a version of her mother in that place known as Binary with both bangles. And Beast. Still voiced by Kelsey Grammer, probably still motion captured by Kelsey Grammer, but now CGI'd over instead of put in actual physical makeup. But they CGI'd him to look a lot like the animated version / comic book version we all love. So, that's like the big key thing, though. Is supposedly it's going to take place in that universe. And, as has been pointed out already, we don't know shit about that universe. Like, at this point in time, we can only confirm the existence of 4 people. Monica, Binary, Beast, and we saw all those 3, and Beast referred to Professor X, so we know he's alive, which means that's not the 838. For anyone who's still hanging on to that theory, this Professor X is alive. It ain't the 838. Because Wanda killed his ass. Brooke says a new X-Men film does sound dope, especially one that takes place between Avengers 5 and 6. Well, yeah. And, see, here's the thing, though. It has been speculated about by Josh and other people that, and I hope they're right. Please be right. That this could be a setup for a multiversal version of Avengers versus. Swear to God, every time people say verse, I just want to. Versus 2 syllables. Here, I'll type it in fucking chat. Making me crazy. Hey, Malice. That's the fucking word spelled out. Verses. 2 syllables. Not verse. Damn it. Yes, I'm being pedantic and I don't fucking care. God, fucking verse. Okay. I've got pet peeves. A lot of them. Anyway. But yeah, this could be leading to a version of X-Men versus Avengers. Or Avengers versus X-Men. In the comics, this happened. It was the final battle between the final 2 universes right before Secret Wars, which was the 616, and in the case of the comics, the Ultimates universe, which I believe 1610, maybe. I think that's what I've heard people say. It's 1610. Anyway, but it's the main universe versus the Ultimates universe in the comics. So if things are ripe for if they want to do a version of that, but in this case, it'll be the 616 versus whichever version of the X-Men universe Monica ended up in. Now, supposedly it's going to be, it's basically a Fox universe, but it's not known if it's the exact same Fox universe that we're all used to from the Fox movies earlier this millennium, or if it's just a version of the Fox universe. So we don't know about that yet. So it's like there's so much that's wide open in that universe, which is both worrisome and cool all at the same time, because it means they could do a lot of dope shit, but it also gives them a lot of room to fuck up shit too. So, Miles universe? You think that's Miles universe? I don't. Honestly, I don't know. I mean, they'd have to set that up with Sony, because don't forget, Miles is a Spider-Man character, which means he's completely under Sony's purview. I mean, I'm not saying they can't do that or won't do that, but in terms of the universe in that movie being Miles, or are you just talking about the comics? Because yeah, he was Spider-Man in the Ultimates universe, that's for sure. Quest says, I'm also pissed off a little over the high views of a video about Nkuti Gatwa. Or Nakuti. Nakuti or Nkuti? Probably Nakuti Gatwa. 1610? Okay, yeah. A versus X would be dope, especially if they work in Onslaught. Now, it's being bandied about that they're working towards Onslaught in 97. People are thinking they're headed that direction. I mean, that's absolutely no reason they couldn't also adapt Onslaught in live action. Don't get me wrong. They could totally do both. I wouldn't be... I'd be fine with that. But, Nakuti Gatwa. Oh, that's the Doctor Who guy. Yeah, we can talk about that in a little while. We can talk about Doctor Who in a bit. Miles came from 1610, official Ultimates universe. Okay, yeah. Yeah. Yeah, see, I don't know if they'll do that in the MCU, though. I think they're changing the 1610. They're going to use this new X-Men universe instead of the 1610 for that. Now, there's also... What fucking Avengers are going to fight the X-Men? Like, from 616? Because our 616 Avengers team right now... How can I put this? Semi-politely. Not strong. Not a strong lineup. I mean, do we even know who the fuck they are? Like, we've got Sam. I guess we'll have that new Falcon as of Captain America 4. Possibly Daredevil. Dope. Spider-Man. Doctor Strange. Maybe Thor, but he's out being cosmic right now. Maybe the Hulks. Both of them. Maybe even Surfer Scar. And then there's the few young event. Then you got Captain Marvel, Kamala, Kate Bishop. That's it that I can think of off the top of my head. Not the best. Not the worst. I mean, there's a few strong people. There's a few strong characters in there. But, that's an Avengers lineup that will get completely bodied by by a group of X-Men. Just bodied hard. So they're going to have to do a little bit of tweaking before that movie, I would think, if that's even the direction they go in with it, which they should. It's already kind of sort of set up like that. Especially because this universe also has dealt with the Cking, which means we're going to probably end up with a lot of exposition about Cking. Maybe some flashback footage, hopefully. You know, probably a lot of camera angles from the side or behind him. I would imagine. But if they do that. But yeah, Avengers versus X-Men would be pretty cool, even with the current Avengers roster, which I'm pretty sure if they are going to go that direction, they are going to tweak that some. Like they'll back some trucks up to Hemsworth's driveway probably. That would be a good spot to bring RDJ back in. He could be the Iron Man from the X-Men universe. Actually, I could bring any number of people that are currently dead in the 616 as Avengers back over in the other universe. That is always a possibility as well. But either way, I think we're going to get at least a couple of Avengers from that universe. At least, since they've dealt with Cking, he'd be a worldwide threat. They'd all kind of have to team up. So I imagine we might get a couple. We could get a couple. I don't think we would get a whole squad, but I think we would see a couple. So, but yeah, I think there is a lot of potential there setting that in that other universe. A lot of potential. They could bring in, well, basically anyone that says yes, they can bring in from the Fox. Anyone from the original Fox 3 X-Men movies to the younger cast. And did they end up with 4? First Class, Days of Future Past, Age of Apocalypse, and Dark Phoenix. Yeah, they got 4. So, and that's a lot of actors to draw from. And I want them to get as many as they can fucking possibly get. Griff says, in a perfect world, Sony would have actually taken direction from Feige, and their extended universe could have been a nice addition to the MCU. Yeah, well, in a perfect world, Sony would have realized they suck and licensed the rights back to Marvel. That way Kevin wouldn't have to work through / with them at all. He could just be like, Spider-Man gloriousness. Enjoy. Days of Future Past is probably my favorite live-action X-Men movie, Brooks says. Yeah, it's up there. That's a damn fine movie. First Class is really fucking good, too, honestly. I do have to say that is a lame-ass version of Moira McTaggart, though. Like, making her American and an FBI agent instead of a Scottish genius scientist. That was a little whack. But yeah, I mean, yeah. First Class and Days of Future Past were really good. And then steps backwards were taken with Age of Apocalypse, and then more steps backwards were taken with Dark Phoenix. Yeah. But I'm not upset with any of the actors for any of that. Like, I would love to see any of them back. X2 is 9. I love X2. X2 is pretty peak. Mine. Oh, that Nightcrawler intro. Oh yeah, when he's going into the White House. Yeah, that was sick. They did him really well, period, in that movie. Not just his look and not just the way they did the teleportation effects, which were fucking awesome, by the way. Like they nailed his character. Like they nailed his character. So I was very appreciative of that, I must say. But yeah, there's that setting an X-Men movie there. Now the question, how many of them they're going to keep after Secret Wars when this alleged soft reboot happens. Excuse me, when this alleged soft reboot happens, what the fun part is what are they going to do with all the Fox characters? Are they all going to be getting a send off in Secret Wars, and we're going to get a total recast for the reboot? The effects for that scene still hold up. Yes, they do. Yes, they do, Griff. Yes, they do. You know, are we going to keep some? Are some going to want to stay? Will they have so much fun being in Avengers 5 and whatever they do with the X-Men movie and then Secret Wars? You know, that's pretty wide open, too, at this point. I mean, because it's just going to be a soft reboot, which means you could kind of go the gun route and pick an... Hi, buddy. Just stay off the keyboard because you'll do weird shit to my stream. See his ear poking up right there. But, so they got wide open castings they can do. They can keep people. They can get rid of all of them and start completely brand new. They can do a hodgepodge. They could get no fucking new actors at all if, you know, enough of the current, well, for lack of a better term, current Fox cast, you know? So this generates many possibilities. Yeah, and I'm just, well, first of all, I'm so ready for live action X-Men, especially after X-Men 97. Now, are they going to ever be able to equal X-Men 97 on a movie screen in live action? Probably not completely, but that'll be more in combat effects and shit. The part of X-Men 97 that they can nail, and it's the most important part, really, it's the key to X-Men just in general as a story, is the strong character interaction. If they nail that, if they nail the character dynamics properly, that'll get them 95% of the way there anyway, you know? At least in my opinion, it will. Won't it, buddy? So, I don't know. It's going to be interesting to see how that goes. Very interesting to see how that goes. Now, so far as this movie also being set in another universe like the Fantastic Four, doesn't bother me. The Fantastic Four being set in another universe really doesn't bother me. And a lot of that is because I am fairly confident, not because I know anything anybody else doesn't, but just in general, I'm fairly confident that that universe and all its occupants outside of the Fantastic Four are anyway. So I don't really care what characters they fuck around with. I don't care if Shalabal ends up on the surfboard and Norrin Rad gets left behind on the planet in a role reversal. Simply because they're both probably going to be fucking dead anyway, and we'll have our 616 versions still to be introduced, which will hopefully be Norrin Rad on the board the way it should be in the main universe. That's what I'm mostly concerned. I don't care what they do in another universe. Those other universes are where the fucking around is supposed to happen, not the 616. So just do the play your little games in the multiverse in another universe, and then, you know, end that stupid ass universe But do the 616 right. That's all I'm concerned about, at least when it comes to Fantastic Four and now the X-Men. Just do the characters right. That's it. Give me a good story with the characters done the way they're supposed to be done, and happy camper. And that's probably true for most of us. That's all we want. We just want our characters treated properly, and we want a damn good story. That makes sense. Or at least as much sense as a comic book story should make. So, I'm trying to think, is there any other aspects of that? Potential AVX. Unknown casting durations, but a lot of options with casting. Could take care of some of the, depending on how they handle the exposition, they could take care of actually making King finally seem a little intimidating, maybe. Maybe just a smidgy. Unlike what they've done so far. That'll be highly helpful. And yeah, that's all I got on that one. What do you guys think? Do you care that it's in another universe? Does that bother you like it may for Fantastic Four? What up, Dub? How you doing, man? Welcome in. Did you hit the like button? Has everyone hit the like button, by the way? And or subscribed and or hit the notification bell if you have not done so. Personally, I think it sounds dope, especially if it leads to AVX. Rob says, I like that it's in another universe so we can avoid the continuity BS. That does help, yes. And if I recall, something Josh said when he was talking about this is they're actually going to use the weirdness of the Fox continuity as a plot device instead of a hole. Instead of a plot hole, I think is how he put it. And that's fucking smart writing, actually. You know, changing continuity lemons into continuity lemonade, so to speak. Dub says, I hit the like button, did not smash it, though. I refuse to abuse my computer. I can respect that. I can very much respect a desire not to smash your rig there. Especially since you're going to need it for your new job, by the way. So what's the deal with that anyway? Is it a hybrid? What's going on with that shit? And congratulations again. Yes, well, big congrats to that on that one, by the way, brother. I am glad to hear you got that job, especially since you say you're built for it. So, sounds like you're fucking set, bruh. Of course, man. Hell yeah. What do you guys think? You think we're leading to dopeness if this rumor is true? I think that's leading to dopeness. At least the potential for dopeness is quite high with this. And not just because it's an X-Men project, because, you know, Fox proved you can fuck that up twice. Well, 3 times actually. Last Stand, Age of Apocalypse, and Dark Phoenix. Sci-Fi Quest says, a tawny owl hooted right outside the window, startled me. It's on the gutter just above the bloody window. How big are those? And I will say, that's an advantage over where I live. I never see a fucking owl, ever. Definitely not flapping up to my windowsill and hanging out. That'd be dope. That would be a dizzope. For sure. Well, at least it would be for me. Some people might not like it. I think it would be sick. My cat. Fox did completely fumble Age of Apocalypse and both iterations of the Dark Phoenix saga. Yes. Yes, they did. Dub says, so basically I'll manage a 4,000 plus ASIC crypto mining operation publicly traded. They are transitioning to AI data servers by 2026. Wow, dude. Publicly traded. Damn, you're working for a big dog. Only the animated series has 100% nailed Dark Phoenix. And they keep teasing Dark Phoenix in the fucking intro scenes. Question is are they going to incorporate that this season or next season? Because we are definitely getting a... what the fuck is happening over here? What the hell? Oh, okay. Weirdness. Fuck was I talking about? Oh yeah, Dark Phoenix. But yeah, I'm. They keep teasing it. I don't know when they're gonna get to it, but I want them to get to it. Quest says not that big, nothing like the European horned eagle owl my father used to have. They sound like witches laughing. Oh Jesus. Rob says, I still struggle to decide which Dark Phoenix story was worse. I think I'll still settle on The Last Stand. That movie blows infected scrotums. See, I didn't hate it that much, but I definitely do recognize the flaws. Cito says, fucking razor wire surrounding everything. Ex-Army Ranger living on site 24/7. It's way more intense than I expected. Jesus. Ex-Army Ranger living on site 24/7? That is a deadly individual. That is fairly intense. I thought they did Dark Phoenix in season 3. Let me check. Yeah, I know they did it. I can't remember when they did it. Would they just be rehashing that? Well, they can't. They've already talked about that. Is there a second Dark Phoenix storyline that they could adapt? Or are they just putting that in there just to fuck with us? Like, is there a Dark Phoenix Returns thing? Because that would be dope. That would be dope. Season 3, episodes 14 to 17. All right, cool. Yeah. What would they bring her back for? Like, is there a comic reason? 1 million BTUs of heat per minute, and it gets funneled into a greenhouse. It's wild. Yeah. Funneled into a greenhouse. I mean, that's a good way to use excess heat is to grow plants. They could be literally mining Bitcoin and growing weed at the exact same time in that greenhouse. Rob says, now a dope expansion to X-Men 97 would be to introduce the New Mutants, tie in the Phalanx Covenant story arc. I've heard of Phalanx. I can't remember exactly who that personage is. I remember they're evil and fucking powerful. But beyond that, I can't recall shit. Dual income streams and carbon tax credits. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. But do you like it? That's the question, Dub. Do you like it? And well, have you actually started yet? Or are you still in the are they still in the process of giving you what would appear to be, from your description, a fairly intense amount of access, or high level of access? One of my favorite characters they introduced in that arc was called Blink. She was killed off in that arc as well. Those cells were so emotional. I have a vague recollection of Blink. Ooh, here's a question. We know Charles wants to come back to Earth, or is on his way back to Earth. Think we get him next episode? Probably. I'm thinking probably. They brought that character back in the Age of Apocalypse comic run, and they had her in the Days of Future Past movie. Okay. Cool. This is a bit of a slapper. All right, enough grooving. Enough grooving. Yeah, I bet we get Charles next episode. I wonder if we'll get any more Shi'ar presence the rest of the season. Like, is Lilandra's, what's her fucking psycho sister's name? Like, she gonna pop up trying to fuck around just because she's psycho? Just started. This company is moving from South Carolina to where you live right now. Oh, cool. I build PCs for fun. I've been building crypto miners for people as a side hustle for a while. Oh, nice. Nothing even close to this level, though. Yeah. Deathbird, thank you. Jesus. Yeah, I mean, they could still bring them in some capacity. Who the fuck knows? It's just, all I know is I'm hyped for it. I'm looking forward to it. I think it's going to be dope. If these rumors about the X-Men movie are true, I think it's going to be dope. Malice, buddy, I love you. And I know technically you are much cuter than I am, and people probably would much rather look at your face than mine, but, you know, this is my stream. Oh, buddy. You're so cute. Juggle baby. All right. Time's up. Oh, Jesus. My monster. Ah. Yeah, him big baby. love my cat, but fucking cat fur is a bitch. Oh, yeah. All right. You guys got anything? I've covered everything I wanted to. Anything new happened in the last couple hours I missed, or? I mean, who knows? I'm on Twitter, so I catch stuff, and then I'm off Twitter, and then I miss it because, you know, if I'm off for more than a couple hours, I am not going back to look through all those fucking posts. No way. Dub says, I love 97, by the way. I can watch it with my 12-year-old son, and doesn't feel like a kid show. I know. Yeah, that show is peak entertainment for sure. Laxatives I took kicked in at the most inopportune time, Rob says. That's always a bummer. Think I'm about to hop off for the night. Love the talk. All right, Brooke. Rob says, outside of that, I got nothing. Hey, Matt. How you doing? How'd your stream go, brother? Like, I hope you're not mad I'm starting to stream on Wednesday nights, but we have two different crowds, so I figured it'd be okay. Isn't it outstanding, though? Quiz, I'm about to head off before the sunrise. Yeah, because it's, what, fucking 4 a.m. right now over there? I said bum. Yes. All right. Are you fully caught up on 97, Matt? Like, through today's episode? Never worry about overlapping. Replays are always there? Right. C-Dub says, I'm waiting on my wife to finish Shogun finale right now. She'll probably fall asleep before it's over. Haha. Yeah, I need to watch that show. I want to see what all the fuss is about with the finale. Matt says, had a blast tonight playing the Death and Return of Superman on SNES. Wow. Yep, you're caught up? Okay, cool. Super Nintendo. I might have to check out your replay, too, because I don't even remember that fucking game, but that sounds fun. Today's episode was emotional as heck. Yeah. If the sun hits me, I go all sparkly shiny. Okay. All right, Edward. Or is that just because you're a pale, sweaty Brit? Excuse me. Yeah, that was very emotional. Like, I mean, anyone who's lost anyone would have been feeling it in that fucking episode. Not gonna lie, Rogue had me tearing up. Yeah, Matt says, yeah, close. C-Dub says it's Asian Game of Thrones. Well, fuck, I really need to watch that shit then. As long as it's not Season 8 Game of Thrones. Yeah, it's yeah, anyone who's ever lost anyone, well, they've been feeling it since episode 5, like really. I mean, or Japanese Game of Thrones. I mean, yeah. Either way, I mean, a lot of Eastern Asia went through a lot of feudal type things, so yeah, a lot of feudal systems and, you know, clan systems and shit like that. So yeah, Asian Game of Thrones works historically, even. Matt says the fact that this show is that good is incredible. Other writers and studios need to be taking notes. Yes. Well, Bo DeMaio needs to be holding clinics. Or Mayo, whatever the fuck is, however you pronounce his last name. I don't care. The genius who wrote the fucking this show. or at least, did a lot of the writing in this show and guided the rest. Whatever. This show is Bo DeMayo's baby. So at this point, I kind of don't care what he did, unless it was like something super heinous. And they need to hire his fucking ass back and literally have him write everything. Yeah, or at least, if not write everything, at least take a pass over shit that they feel is troubled, or whatever. Just he needs to be a major factor in Marvel. Period. Writing for Marvel. Period. Period. Quest says, I'll hop in the jam jar, catch a plane, and TikTok your Bobby Moore China plate. Is that a bunch of British colloquialism for you'll fly over here and kick the shit out of me? Is that basically what you're saying? Like Jay and Silent Bob style at the end of Strike Back. At the end of Strike Back. Is that what you're saying? Because, I mean, I wouldn't mind you visiting, but, no need to get ratty. Oh. But yeah, the other writers in studios, Matt, definitely need to be taking notes. Like, everyone, just have Bo DeMayo start holding seminars. Or handle all the writer interviews. Like, okay, what's your pitch? You know nothing about this stuff. Go away. Next. Like, even if that's all he did was like just approve stories or pitches, and then stick his nose in occasionally as these things get developed, that would be dope too. Just, the dude's obviously fucking talented. And he definitely knows his X-Men. So, like, literally anything X-Men related, he definitely needs to have a hand on it. A heavy hand on. And just, like, the dude just knows how to write fucking stories, man. Dude just knows how to write stories. He knows how to write characters. Like, the character work in this show is just insane. C-Dub says, prepare for no bathroom breaks in Shogun. It's a lot of subtitles, but it's made here and not Japanese-English overdub. Okay. I mean, I don't know why there's no bathroom breaks, because it's streaming, so pause. Unless you're saying it's just so attention-grabbing that I'll forget about my bladder. Matt Cave says, people that pass on animation content because, quote, it's a cartoon, really miss out on some of the best content out there. Yeah. Yes, they do. Rob says, Bo needs to be Kevin's successor. He does get the characters. There hasn't been a single missed interpretation of the comic characters. I know. Yes. Unfortunately, at this point in time, it's probably going to be Nate Moore, and at that point, I will give up. You still got to watch the last 3 episodes of Shogun. I have to watch all of them. In the MCU, everyone is trying to RDJ their characters, and that doesn't work. No, it works for him. Oh, they did pretty well with Rogers, I thought. Well, I mean, of course, you're probably talking about now, and yeah, no, that obviously that doesn't work. Look at the shite we've gotten for the last 3 years. Quest says, I prefer anime myself, but still watch cartoons. Yeah, I mean, if it's good, solid animation with a good, solid story is just another, for me, just another medium to enjoy shit that I like to watch. Like comic book stuff, I'll watch animated just as fast as I'll watch live action. Same thing with Star Wars. Actually, now I'll watch animation over live action in Star Wars. Oh, look, he's back. Evans did a great Steve Rogers. I hated him as much as I do the comic character. C-Dub says it's made to be historically accurate. There are a lot of things to remember. Tons of characters, just like Game of Thrones. You'll understand after a few episodes, yeah. I don't know when I'm actually going to start watching it, but I do know I need to. Quest says, I do need to watch the 90s turtle movies again soon. I just read The Last Ronin. Like, my son-in-law has it, and he let me borrow it, and I read it in like 3 hours. If they do that movie right, that movie is going to slap so hard. Because they're supposedly doing a live-action version of The Last Ronin. And if they do a really good job adapting that book, then holy shit, that movie is going to be awesome. Turtle Mania will rise again. Matt Cave says, I just bought Batman the Animated Series and Superman the Animated Series on Blu-ray. About to start rewatching both. Nice. Griff says, have you watched the new Tales of the Empire clip? The fight between Morgan and, holy fuck, Grievous? Yes. It was cool. C-Dub, the TMNT one? Yes. Yes, they're making a live-action version of The Last Ronin. It's going to be awesome. If they adapt the book well. Rob says, new Tales of the Empire clip? Yeah, it's basically a fight scene between Morgan and Grievous. It's pretty sweet, actually. Dub says, dude, I can't believe they're doing a hard R Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles live action movie. Well, I mean, for this, it has to be. Like, have you read the book? Like, that book does not fuck around at all. So, yeah, if they're going to adapt The Last Ronin, it has to be hard R. Quest says, I know it's supposed to be linked to the 90s movies. I hope The Last Ronin is dope. I don't know if it's actually going to be linked to the 90s movies or not, because the comic isn't even really... The book itself is not linked to any of the lighter Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles stuff that most of us are used to. It's linked to the OG, like, intense, dark Turtles from when they first started putting those comics out. It's in that vein, but, like, just fucking balls to the wall even more. Dub says, I haven't read the entire thing, but I'm about halfway through. Oh, dude. It's so good. It is so good. And actually, my son-in-law has a special edition of the first Crow book, or the original Crow run. I smashed that today. It's magnificent. Also makes me much more worried about the version coming out this summer. Like, I'm really skeptical of that shit. Really skeptical of that shit. So, Quest says, I still find myself humming the Turtles theme from the 80s. Oh, yeah. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Heroes in a half shell. Turtle power. Yeah, that one. C-Dub says, I grew up as a huge Transformers fan. 80s Transformers. Oh, yeah. Anyone else think that Transformers 1 trailer kind of looks tight? Not me. Why am I skeptical of the Crow reboot Brandon Lee issues? Not just that. It just, it looks like it's more about the action than the story. At least that's the way the trailer made it look. And I didn't see Sherry slash Sarah. 80s cartoons were awesome. Yes, they were. I mean, City of Angels sucks, so I can understand why. Yeah. I don't know. I'm not going to see it in the theaters unless, like, people I trust a lot say it's worth it. I'm not going to say I'll never watch it. I'll watch it when it comes out on streaming. But unless I hear, like, rave reviews from people I trust, I'm probably not going to go see that shit in the theater. C-Dub says, OG Transformers animated movie is my favorite animated movie ever. That movie made me fucking cry when I was a kid. Holy shit. I was so upset. Fucking Ironhide got capped. Optimus Prime got capped. It was ridiculous. Great movie, though. I mean, don't get me wrong. Great movie. Just made me cry when I was a kid. Oh, spoiler alert. I mean, you've only had 38 years to watch that motherfucker, so. Just saying. Rob says, bawled my eyes out. I hated Rodimus Prime. Yeah, I wasn't like, yeah, when Prime dies, bro, and right from the jump, I know. Yeah, I wasn't a big fan of Rodimus Prime. I didn't hate him. I think I had his action figure on it, actually, now that I think about it. I think my mom's dad got it for me. It really sucks that you're not getting the Ministry of Ungentlemanly Warfare in theaters there? What? I went and saw that. Me and the wife went and saw that Saturday. That movie's awesome. What, are they pissed? I mean, the shit was declassified fucking 8 years ago. What's the problem? Why the hell aren't you getting that movie in the UK? That's lame as shit. What the fuck is going on there? Excuse me. Yeah, by the way, if anyone listening or, anyone in the chat or lurking, if you have not seen that movie, see that fucking movie. Rob says, I gotta say, hearing Megatron's gravelly voice, it's over, Prime, fall. That was shitty, I don't care. Then the never epic hero self-sacrifice moment, yeah. Nope, it'll be straight to streaming for us, so we have to fucking wait. Well, that sucks ass. Michael Bay never captured that kind of emotion. No, he did not. He says, yeah, he's okay, but it's really about Prime and Megatron passing the torch to Rodimus and Galvatron. Neither are as cool as Prime and Megatron. No, they're not. Matt says, I definitely want to see that movie. You definitely do want to see that movie, bro. You definitely want to see that movie. It is so much fun. Yeah, dude, that movie's so good. That is definitely one that should be seen on the big screen, for sure. For sure. When the Dinobots were built by the Autobots too? Yeah. Wait, I thought they just found them. Like, wasn't it the fact that somehow the Dinobots got here from Cybertron, like, way before the Autobots? And that's how they ended up Dinobots, because that's what was running around at the time? Isn't that how they went? Don't forget Slag saying excuse me when the Dinobots knocked that door down on the Quintesson. I forgot. Nope, they built the Dinobots? Oh, okay. Well, shit. C-Dub says, I want to see accurate versions of the Constructicons in live action. You know who isn't cool? Metroplex and Starscream. What, you didn't like the big old balls in Transformers 2? Ratchet and the Dad. How about Mask? Oh, Lord. I remember its existence. That's about it. Dinobots were awesome comedy relief in the movie. Transformers will be back in theaters for the 40th anniversary next month. No shit. A lot of shit coming back to theaters for anniversaries. Me, Grimlock King. Yes. Yeah. Dinobots need their own spin-off like Bumblebee. Wasn't that Age of Extinction? Mask was a decent cartoon. I remember transforming cars into planes. Oh, yeah. Okay. Did I have a Mask toy? My favorite was Robotech. Oh, I loved Robotech. And Voltron. What's up, Lotus? How you doing? I actually was trying to get out of here like 20 minutes ago, but fuck it. We're just chilling now. I don't even care. Farewell, Big Brother was one of those epically sad episodes. Yeah. How you doing, Lotus? Thanks for stopping in, man. Appreciate it. Did you hit like? Robotech was awesome. I'd love a live action movie. Yes, I would love to see Robotech adapted on the big screen. Mask, Visionaries, Centurions. I'm good. What X-Men rumors did I miss? Well, honestly, it was mostly just a recap of what Josh was talking about yesterday. Was that yesterday? He popped off with the surprise stream in the afternoon. But yeah, the always got to hit the like. Hell yeah. But yeah, talking about the fact or the rumor that the upcoming X-Men movie that will probably be placed between Avengers 5 and 6 is going to occur in the universe we were introduced to at the end of the Marvels that Monica Rambeau, a.k.a. Photon, got stuck in. And the fact that that could lead to potentially an Avengers versus X-Men movie and just all kinds of fun shit. Yeah. A lot still up in the air with it, but a lot of potential. They were supposed to be working on a live-action Voltron movie for years. Yeah. I just love Voltron when I was a kid, though. I had all 5 lions, and you could make them into the big robot, too. It was pretty sweet. C-Dub says, one of my favorite things in Transformers cartoons is the combining into a big version. Right, the live-action shit has never gotten that stuff right. I want to I want to see it, damn it. Yeah, you know what? I agree. Because you got Constructicons. Didn't the Dinobots turn into a big-ass fucking dinosaur or some shit? Some big-ass robot, something? What else was there? Live-action Voltron has the stink of Power Rangers to contend with. Fair. That is a fair assessment. Sounds good as hell, X-Men versus Avengers, right? Yeah, and, I mean, it wouldn't be the exact same way that, Yep. Okay, cool. I mean, it wouldn't be the exact same way it happened in Hickman's run, because that was the 616 versus the Ultimates universe, 1610. This would be, well, it'd be 616 still, but it'd be the Fox X-Men, or a version at least of the Fox X-Men universe, versus the 616 rather than 1610. But yeah, it could be sick. You had all the Predacons. Wow. There was a terrible live-action Gundam movie called G Savior in '99. I'll take your word for it. And I'm not even that curious because it's terrible. You just want to see a Marvel versus DC movie? I mean, if they could work it out, they could adapt the Amalgam Comics run, which was pretty cool. Ross says, Constructicons, Stunicons, yeah, Aerobots, Predacons, Protectobots. I'm missing some. No Dinobots. An updated Robo Jocks movie would be good. Okay. I'm trying to recall Robo Jocks, and I cannot right now. To no one's surprise, probably. Including my own. Yeah. Yep, another IP that started off pretty decent and then went Transformers. Thank you, Michael Bay. You fucking twat. The fuck are you doing, cat? Trying to dig a toy out from under the dresser he knocked under there. Steve says, I had all of the OG Transformers, Optimus, Megatron, Gun version, Soundwave, Rodimus, Constructicons, Metroplex, Astrotrain. Ugh, when I left for college, my mom sold them all in a garage sale. Oh, damn. I mean, I'm sure they were all out of the box, but still, damn. That sucks. Yeah, I can't remember which ones I had. I had, Robot Jocks had the late Gary Graham as Achilles. But she birthed me, so I can call it even. Yeah, I mean, yeah, true. That's true. I know I had Optimus. I had Soundwave. Soundwave's the boombox, right? With the cassette tape bird and the cassette tape jungle cat thing. I had him. I had Optimus. I had Rodimus. I had a big ass damn jet, whose name I cannot remember. Big old white jet. Looked like an F-15. Looked a hell of a lot. Looked almost identical to a Robo Tech jet, actually. Says, my nephew's stepdad sold about 2,000 comics I gave my nephew for drug money. Soundwave is the tape player. Okay, so I had Soundwave. Well, that dude needs his ass kicked. Skyfire. Okay, yeah. No, Skyfire. Rob had it. No, I didn't. Starscream. I may have had Starscream, but yeah, Skyfire is the one I was trying to think of. Or Jetfire. Yeah. Well, you had the fire. You were on the right track. Yeah, I had that guy. And some others. I don't even fucking remember. I do not have them anymore. I don't know shit. Oh, well. Oh, stepdad had a heart attack 6 years ago. Well, I hope it was painful and drawn out. Fuck that guy. And now the world is a better place. Definitely. That is for sure. Okay, y'all. I go bye-bye now. Now, how about this for a throwback? Challenge of the GoBots. Oh, my God. I did have a GoBot. The motorcycle. I had the motorcycle GoBot, now that I think about it. Now that you mention it. Seriously, damn, I'm a stepdad and I'm passing my comics down to him. I hate to hear about stepdads being awful. We get a bad rep. Yeah. Yeah, it is a shame because there are plenty of stepdads who step right the fuck up and basically eliminate the step from their title for all intents and purposes. And then there's the other ones. Quest says, I had Starscream, Bumblebee, wanted Soundwave. That was a working Walkman with Rumble, Laserbeak, and Ravage, but could actually play cassettes. Oh. I didn't. Oh, yeah. No, I just had the... Hi, buddy. Okay, what's your manner? Gotta head out. Have a great night, dude, and catch you later. Hell yeah, you too, man. I'm gonna head out, actually. We've been going. It's a weeknight. Most of us have work tomorrow. But that's all right. It is definitely worth hanging out with you guys. For sure. But I am going to go. Because, not the keyboard. Oop, there goes your ass. Ugh. Damn it, cat. All right. You gotta go. You're killing me. Hey, bye-bye. Bye-bye, everybody. Bye-bye. But yeah, thank everybody. Thank you all. Get some sleep. I'll hold down the fort. Yeah, it's only 8:30 where you're at. Of course, you worked a shit ton, so you should probably just go to bed too. Quinn says I'm off too later. Y'all, great stream. Chill. See you again soon. Hell yeah. I'll be hitting you up tomorrow too when I know what the fuck's going on Friday. For Friday. Yeah. Okay. Thank you all for being here. Really appreciate you, whether you were active in the chat or just lurking. I always appreciate you hanging out. If you have not subscribed to the channel, please do so. I'm trying to get up to getting monetized, which means I need 500 subs and 3,000 hours of watch time within a 365-day period. I'm currently at 185 subs. So I need lots. Thanks, C-Dub. Appreciate it, bro. So share this shit out, people. Tell your friends. Tell your neighbors. Steal phones. Sub them to me without them looking. All that good shit. All right? And we will catch you Saturday, where we will go over whatever happens between now and then and rehash some shit, possibly. Who the fuck knows? We'll see. Anyway. Much love to you all. I appreciate you all. And we'll see y'all Saturday. Much love, everybody. Oh, and don't forget to spread this word also. And it is this. There's always a good time to be had when you're chilling in the basement. Much love, y'all. Oh, yes. We had a pretty good crowd tonight. I appreciate all of you. I thank you. My gratitude knows no bounds. I know that sounds cliche and goofy as fuck and probably even somewhat sarcastic, but I'm dead serious. Like, the fact that you guys are willing to hang out with me now twice a week is fucking sick. It's awesome. You guys are awesome. I appreciate all of you. So let's build this channel some mo. And you think I said something cool? Clip it out and send it to somebody. Be like, yo, this dude is fun. You should check him out. Yeah, thank you all for being here. I love hanging out with you guys. It is so much fun. And we shall see you all Saturday evening for another rousing good time here in the basement. Sound good? Sounds good to me. But in the meantime, for now, at least, I need y'all to get the hell out of my basement so I can fucking smoke some weed and go to bed. But I will be welcoming everyone back with open arms Saturday night. Until then, much love, y'all. Peace.